You have that same fear and anxiety?
Absolutely, and I think for me, I think I just try to be aware that in some ways it's an indication that I'm in the right place, because I think that the fear is kind of informing me that I'm at the place where the known is ending and the unknown is beginning. And that is our job, to consistently put ourselves in a position where we're uncomfortable and going beyond our comfort zone, because it's very much a relationship of call and response. And so you kind of continue as you are. If you're fortunate enough to build a career, you know, a little pebble is put out in front of you and you got to step toward it. But with each step, you're hopefully going further out and getting beyond what you've done before and exploring territory that is yet to have been explored. And so you have to really make friends with that fear and that discomfort. And it's a bit of a tightrope walk. And, you know, you tend to be okay.
What was the tightrope in Moonlight? And it's a tricky role because you're playing a drug dealer and yet a guy we fall in love with, you know?
Yeah, well, a few things. You know, I was playing an Afro-Cuban that I don't know. I've been able to make a living of finding myself playing characters that kind of are in a certain world. So you look at House of Cards and you look at like some of these FBI type parts and you find yourself being thought of a certain way. And I think that's the good fortune of working, where people start going, oh, you would be great for this. But then the part I hate about it is that how people see you can become very narrow at a certain point. And so it becomes a fight for you to sort of be thought of in a different light, or also fighting your own fear about wondering if you can do something beyond what you've done already. So I think for me, in touching on Moonlight, here it is, I'm playing a drug dealer in Liberty City, Miami, who is Afro-Cuban, who was assimilated into Black culture to some degree, and really trying to discover what that is and looking to bring to life those real human elements in that character. So there was a lot there that I was concerned about.
I found him yesterday. Found him in a hole on 15. Yeah, that one. Some boys chased him in the cut. He's scared more than anything. He wouldn't tell me where he lived till this morning.
Well, thanks for seeing to him. He usually can take care of himself. He good that way, but...
What probably concerned me most was that it was a time where I was literally doing 3 other jobs. And so I was working on House of Cards and then Luke Cage and then that and this other piece. So it was trying to really be conscious of what part I was playing on that day, and really concerned and had a lot of fear about bleed from one part into the other. And so I was worried about doing service to Barry's film in that character, and he felt really important to me on the page and in the Chiron's life and the protagonist's life.
Did you have practices to go between, like to cross the boundary between each character?
Yes, I did. Well, basically what I used was I made playlists specific to each character. So when I would get in my trailer or be traveling to that gig, I would really only listen to that character's music. So that I think I use that as a beginning or an end into that world, because they're very different places and different characters and different experiences, you know. So I would use that. Yeah, that would be the first step.